Yeah, now we have the mic actually in the right place. Well, we're back again with another one, and as you can see in the title, it's a best of three series. So we have time for 3 games. Let's see how much we can get out of it, and if anybody here knows me by now, I am a man of efficiency. So let's get right into it, not wasting no time. Right into it again. Yeah, I think we are in Division 3 now, and one win might guarantee us safety, but we'll find that out sooner than later, and definitely after this first match. But hey, if that's the case, then I think 3 wins, which is what I'm definitely aiming for, will get me promotion back to Division 2. So let's make it happen. And we are playing away. This looks like Real Madrid.
Hello,
Nope, France.
it's always a delight
We
and
are
a
playing
privilege
away
to cover a
to
match
France.
here at the Stade Vélodrome in Marseille. My name's Derek Ray, and delighted to have alongside me, as usual on these occasions,
Alright, let's make it happen.
and every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It's France facing
All reason to
Manchester
believe
City.
I'm in for a very stressful match here. Because once somebody pick France, oh my god.
It might just be one hand on the trophy. I'm expecting another good
Yeah, this lag is crazy. And that came out of nowhere.
Koundé. Kolo Muani. And teammates to play it to. And continues his
Come
run.
on, I knew you were going to do exactly that.
And so the starting 11 for Manchester City. Ederson begins in goal. Kyle Walker plays alongside Manuel Akanji in central defence. Phil Foden plays alongside Kevin De Bruyne in the centre of midfield. And the lone striker
Too long with
today is
that.
Erling Haaland.
Oh
Excellent
no!
ball over the top. Strong hand on that one. An exciting talent who has everything a forward needs to be successful. Stuart, what are you expecting to see from Mbappe?
I would describe him as majestic.
All right.
At his best. He glides past defenders.
We definitely need the first goal because we know how cagey these games get when them start buzzing with the confidence from scoring first. By the way, guys, do not forget, your constant reminder is right here to like the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Don't forget that. It's very, very important.
Well, he's done really well, hasn't he? Great stop and then the reaction.
Alright. Control this a little bit
Manuel
better now.
Akanji.
So far, the attacks have been very underwhelming from our side. So,
And very deftly cut out. And support available. The pass could do damage. And a touch of finesse. Oh, how about that for a chip?
good goal from you, good goal from you. That's good goal from you. I don't know what's up with these kits because when I just opened the game, it gave me that kit for us too, and I had to reselect which kit I wanted to use, and it went on to the actual thing. So I don't know why France is playing in this kit now, but there's no kit clash, so I guess there's no big deal to it, but it's still weird. I don't know if the game has a bug or something, but that is definitely not a France kit.
The ball with Rodri. De Bruyne. Clean challenge.
Oh, come on. Thanks to anybody joining in, by the way. I much appreciate you being here.
Rodri. On to Haaland. City moving the ball forwards. What can they do from here? Giving it a try.
Let's go. Let's go. If you're just going to give me it like that, then I'll take it. For sure, I'm going to take it. But well, back level is not like opener. I didn't get to break the deadlock, but we're back on equal terms.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge.
And we already have our guaranteed Haaland goal cashed in. Let's see if he have any more for us for the rest of this match. Because he will score at least once per game. I'm banking on that every time.
One goal apiece in this game.
What am I doing?
not giving him any breathing room.
Might try waste time. Is he busy or something? Or is he just, is this like a mind game to get me off the pace?
Stones.
Oh no, Roger.
Really
Needed you there.
To make sure nothing untoward happened. Coman. Well, space if he goes inside. Pressing high to win the ball. And he cuts inside. Coman.
Good save, Eddie. Good save.
Reflexes and danger averted. Whipped in by Griezmann. Well, not cleared away completely. Hernandez.
Give me that. Oh no, no, no.
Shot
Ah, perfect.
made sure nothing came of that. This might be ideal for the counter. Can they keep it going? Well, it was a good counter-attack in the making, but very alert defending. And you don't want to lose possession there. Happy to take on the shot.
Oh, let's
Great
imagine if
chance
that
to
did
make it a
score now.
brace, but the keeper had his say.
Well, he has to get a second goal soon. He's been brilliant today.
Who can they pick out? Mbappe. Fine run from Mbappe. Will he play it in?
Move this.
Struggling to get it away. And he takes on the shot. And Ederson has somehow kept it out. Played in by Griezmann.
Alright.
Goalkeeper's
Well
ball.
claimed,
It's always
Eddie.
going to be that way.
Let's try to get the next one before halftime.
Just take a look at the stats. They've certainly been creating opportunities, but they just haven't been clinical enough in front of goal. Some of their finishing has been really poor. That
Come
has
on.
been
Ooh,
proved
ball.
in this game.
Woo!
Can he finish this?
Oh my God. That would have definitely be a wicked goal.
And over comes the corner. It might be. Can he do it to take the lead? And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. Well, that's how to do it
Damn,
inside
bro.
your own
Almost.
penalty area.
Almost get something really good out of that.
And that puts them in position. Oh, he saved it.
Poor control, and that saved my life.
Top-class save.
Manuel Akanji.
No!
Can he make it count? And fired against the crossbar. There it is. And he could scarcely
What the hell did I just do? I said, yo, do you want the lead before halftime? Well, here you go. Just take it. I don't need it.
Well, here's the replay. And sometimes
Literally just
when
gave
you
him the
press
ball
high
right
midfield, you have
right
to
away.
go
I didn't expect him to make that run, honestly, because I didn't think he expected me to make that pass, but
and suddenly they find
that
the ball
was
in the back
that
of
was
the
a
net.
terrible decision from me, but you know,
Time
we
is up
move,
as
we
far
move.
as the
Still, regardless, don't forget to like the stream, like the video, and subscribe as well. And I'm also trying to set up another stream, not a FIFA stream, but I do want to have a discussion this Saturday, so stay tuned for that. Definitely stay tuned for that. But yeah, we have a lot of work to do here. Like I say, we need that promotion spot, so France need to get dispatched.
And the ball is moving again with France looking to
Yeah, man,
build
where
on a
you think
largely
you are,
positive
boy?
first half performance here.
That's not where the ball is supposed to go.
Kolo Muani. Nicely timed tackle. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Defenders need to cover. And
Oh,
the post.
come on, let's go.
Not
Let's go. What an equalizer. What an equalizer. Love that. Love that.
Well, as you can see, he's first to react. He's first
Oh
to the
god,
ball,
I'm
and he
hard
deserves
sink
his
on my
goal.
notice
That's
say
excellent
it come
finishing.
off the post and never score. Like wow, that
And it's
was
level again
worrisome.
here. Both sets of fans being put through something of an emotional mangle. Foden. Now with Silva. Rodri. And that is how to beat your opponent.
Oh no,
Well,
KDB.
defensive resilience
You overdo
in the end,
that.
that's all that matters.
And watch ya. Now Mars have a mini injury, but you know, yeah, stay. You have to go run that off today, no, bro. Like, no lie, we have substitutions we could possibly make, but you need to run that off. So link me back at 70 minutes, and if you're still injured, then I'll substitute you. But otherwise, I apologize, but you need to put in the hard yards today, bro. Like the stream and subscribe. Don't forget. I constantly remind you, just don't forget. You see me? I think we're at 63
Well, that's a
subscribers
really
now.
good authoritative
It would
tackle.
be
Throw
massive
in
if
here.
by the end of next month we can be at 70.
Well, they
That
have
would
been
be
getting three
absolutely
substitutes warmed
brilliant.
up. And by the look of it, all three are coming on.
He made a triple substitution before 60 minutes.
De Bruyne.
Interesting.
And now Stones. And fed forwards. Rodri.
Ah,
High quality defending. And the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Well, let's see about the cross. Oh, really good header. Really fine goalkeeping.
okay.
The game level. Let's see what they can do with this
See if I'm
corner.
gonna send out him keeper again.
And now the delivery. Struggling to get it away. That's a fairly easy save for any keeper to make. Well, that's one for them to pursue. Coman. Still looking to get the shot off.
Ah, perfect.
And
Perfect
goal kick in
timing.
action.
And it's a goal kick. Massive. I love that.
Riyad Mahrez.
You see now, Maris is perfectly fine. I could have wasted a substitution and brought on a player that I would have preferred less than Riyad Mahrez.
Oh, he's done it.
Offside.
But hang on. Offside is the verdict here. It's not going to
Genuinely
stand.
thought he was on
So
there,
he
but
thought he was onside
the
here.
moment the camera
The
didn't
assistant
move, I
might
could
think
tell I
we're
was
absolutely
offside.
right.
Griezmann. What a genuine
Ah,
opportunity,
yeah, man.
but it was squandered. Goal kick. Rodri. De Bruyne now. Holland. Holland. He read the situation defensively and did his job.
No, no, no.
Diaby. Can he put them in front?
Ah, perfect.
Yes is the emphatic answer. And you have to say it was on the cards.
Ross Clark. How the hell? How? How him score
Well,
that?
a dramatic moment near the end, and that might well be the decider.
Wow.
Mahrez. And now Stones. Showing good defensive judgment. Dias. And now Stones. Erling Haaland. They might be able to get in now. And nobody there to pick him up in the centre.
Come on, bro. Volley the ball. Foden. Volley the ball, please.
Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Promising move this from France. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending.
Oh my, are we really going to lose the game on account of that goal?
Griezmann. Chance to play it in. So in the closing phase of the game, can City pull out all the stops and grab an equaliser, Stuart?
Yeah, it's been a performance of contrast, you have to say. Plenty to please going forward, but absolutely shambolic at the back at times. Still in it though, and more than enough time for one last twist.
This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Promising looking
Offside.
Well, the
Yep.
decision is offside, and he's
Crook.
bound to be a bit disappointed.
Well, he's actually made his run before his teammate had control of the ball, and that's why it's offside.
Well, on the attack, hunting for a late equaliser here. De Bruyne.
Offside.
And
That was
the
a
flag is
terrible,
thrown up.
terrible run from
Just
Mars.
looked ready to pounce,
The
perhaps.
ball hadn't even gotten to KDB yet, and he has sprint off.
It was a dangerous situation.
Not a good pass. Silva. The ball with Rodri. This could be the equaliser. And that is defending of the highest
We have 1 minute left, and it's looking like we're playing for a draw here.
To be opportunistic at this stage of the game. Put in by De Bruyne. But he's made a right hash of delivering that corner. Oh, what a great save to keep them in front.
Well, he's just about won them the game here. Great stop.
And the goalkeeper really exuding
That is
confidence.
crazy. No, the time wasting tactics will be employed.
And there's the final whistle. The big
Well, we
headline
tried,
defeat for
and at
City.
the end,
What did you make of
we
this?
will be forced to settle with
Yes, they
a
have lost by one goal, but
3-2
I never felt they were in control of
loss
the game.
for the first game. But it is a best of 3 series, and you know, now that I think about it, best of 3 might not be the most ideal title, because even if I do lose the next one, I will be continuing for a third game. So you know, I guess you can call it a three-peat game day. Three-peat Manchester City, I don't know. And like and subscribe as well while I'm at it. You don't know, you know, while I'm throwing in props for Manchester City in there, stock treble as well. You can call it a treble if you want, because we're playing 3 games, just like how we won 3 trophies and the league 3 times in a row. I don't know. 3 might be the magic number for this season. Who knows? Who knows? Come on, Big Earl. We need your guaranteed goal and possibly an extra as well on top of that.
Hello and welcome, and I must say the weather couldn't be any better. It's a very pleasant night for football here at the Etihad Stadium. My name is Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board to provide all the analysis is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It
So
is
Manchester City
taking
versus
on
Real
Well,
Madrid.
Derek, as is always the case, the team
The
that
Champions
dominates
League
midfield will be the team that
semi-final
controls the flow of the game. And that, for me,
for
is
2
the
years
area that's key
back-to-back
today.
replayed.
And
What
to
will
look
this
at the
alternate
starting 11
universe
for Manchester City.
have in store
Ederson
for
gets
this
the nod in goal. Kyle Walker
historic
plays
game for what
alongside
it's
Manuel
been over the
Akanji in
last 2
central
years?
defence. Riyad Mahrez plays with Kevin De Bruyne in the centre of the pitch. And handed the task of playing up front is Erling Haaland. Haaland. Fantastic work to thwart the danger. And the starting players for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. Carvajal starts with Ferland Mendy.
Watch him trying to get the ball to Vinicius
Luka
now.
Modric plays with Toni Kroos in the centre of midfield. And beginning the game up front today, Karim Benzema.
Yep, ref.
Into the advanced position. Can they forge ahead? Oh, a vital piece of last-ditch defending.
Ref, we need a card for that later, you know.
And he has options available.
Watch it now. Vinicius.
Vinicius!
Okay, ref, please. Yes, thank you, thank you. I'm glad you never forget. I'm glad.
Now he goes back and hands out the yellow card, Stuart.
Yeah, that's very good. He let the play continue and then came back for
Splendid, I would even say.
Moving into the advanced position. Mahrez. Well, the keeper wanted to take it cleanly and did. Running with the ball confidently. A fine reading of the situation. Carvajal. He must finish. Quite simply an opportunity wasted. Easy for the keeper. De Bruyne. Haaland.
What kind of defensive interference that?
Stones.
Why is he allowed to do that?
A clean tackle. Course. Pressing really high. Stones. Well, he's lost it.
Why am I lagging? Why am I lagging?
Aurelien Tchouameni. Course. And he takes on the shot. Nicely saved.
When did I do all of that with the ball? Why is this lagging so bad? Look at that. Look at that. Could have easily conceded the first goal over some foolishness. Watch it again. Why am I lagging? Why? I don't get it. I couldn't see any of that. It was moving like fast forward times 8.
Let's take another look, and it certainly doesn't improve, does it? The less said about that, the better. It's a poor mistake.
Oh, now you want to play smoothly. Yo! Or maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I did speak too soon. Because what is all this lag? Where is this lag coming from?
Diaz. Foden. De Bruyne now. And unable to keep possession. And he's broken free. It could be up for grabs. Well, they can't quite take advantage in the end.
Well, you do sense that City will get this equaliser at some point. But at the moment, they're still trailing. And that's mainly due to a brilliant stop by the goalkeeper.
Well, unlucky perhaps to be denied, but they've now got to think about defending. Luka Modric! And it's in! Real Madrid firmly in charge.
You know, I'm starting to get the feeling that it's not going to be a good day.
2-0 here.
You know, last match wasn't that bad because I lost for footballing reasons. But why am I losing because this game is just lagging out of its brain? I don't like that.
Foden. And you need your defender to take charge. Put in by De Bruyne. Well, he couldn't get the header on the target, but robust defending.
Well, those stats show us that Real Madrid haven't had that much of the ball, but what they've done with it has been really good, and they'll be happy with the way the game is being played at the moment. They love to play on the counter-attack.
Yes, and maybe another break brewing here. Using space on the opposite flank now.
Yep, pass inside and pass that down to Valverde. Nope.
Benzema.
Oh, that was Modric, not Valverde, but still.
And nothing positive comes of it, unfortunately. Real chance.
Yo, where's all of this lag coming from?
Well, what a save that is. He was so alert there.
What is... I can't see anything.
Corner kick delivery from Toni Kroos.
Yo, so it lags randomly, then it just fast forwards after that, and I'm just watching them knock around the ball like prime Barcelona while it upon fast forward, and we can't do anything about it. This is mad. This is actually mad.
Blistering first half display, and just look at that score. Holland.
Oh no, I thought this was KDB. What?
Stones.
I don't want Holland in that position with the ball.
Akanji
Try
has
that
it.
again. At least the lag seems to have settled down so far. I don't know if it appears
And
to be
1 minute of
lagging
stoppage time has been added on.
like mid-game, like on the stream. I mean,
And taken away, he won the ball.
I'm not sure if you guys see the lag on YouTube, but
And that
for
is
me,
going to
this
be
is
all
this
for
is
the first
borderline
45
unplayable,
then
like
here at the Etihad
borderline unplayable. Like, better me just lock this off right now, kind of unplayable.
Well, you tend to think Kevin
Let's
De
see
Bruyne
what's going on in the
dominates
comments,
most
because I see the
matches, but he
comments
hasn't
popping
been
off.
dominant in this one, Stuart.
Well, I've been disappointed with his game so far. As those touches show us, he just hasn't been getting into the right sort of areas. That's got to improve if they're to get back into this one.
Let's see. True City fan says clinical getting dunked on. Bro, I can't see anything that's going on. I don't understand. Okay, so Phil Foden says I am lagging. I'm getting the FIFA bars. I see that, but I mean, I do get dunked on from time to time. I'm not saying I'm this FIFA god or anything, but I at least want to lose because the guy is just outright better than me and win the match, not because I'm lagging and can't feel anything. Phil Foden says, I'm gutted that Gundo left. Hope we can keep Bernardo. These two players are difficult to replace.
And off and running again.
I'm not sure if you saw my Gundogan video as yet that I released, but I definitely gave my thoughts on him leaving there. I'd really rather not speak on it too much because I'm still kind of heartbroken by that. Bernardo, I'm not even ready to have that conversation, to be honest with you. I'm really not. But I trust whatever decision the club makes. You know, Bernardo's situation is different. He has a couple more years left on his contract. So if he does leave, then I do think that there definitely will be a plan in place. I'm not worried about that at all.
Doesn't have to do it on his own.
But naturally, I share your sentiment. I definitely want him to stay as well.
Vinicius Junior.
And True City fan, anytime I'm free, right now my schedule is it's one of those times where my schedule is the most open. It will be for a while, so anytime you're free, let me know, and you can hold your smoke. I have free samples for anyone that is interested.
Well, they have the ball once more.
Okay, so I'm getting a bit of like actual smooth gameplay for a minute now. Let's see if we can get back in this game before it starts lagging out of control again.
Let's go down to our reporter, Jeff Shreves.
From down here, it looked as though he landed actually on top of his elbow. That's why he's in so much discomfort, and that's why, of course, the bench are so concerned.
And I think the notification I just saw come in was that Arsenal have announced the signing of Havertz. So
Here's Carvajal.
Very interesting season this next season is going to be, because I would love to see how that
Well, Real
pans out.
Madrid have certainly dominated the ball, as you can see, and that's been
Phil
because of their
Foden again
ability
says
to
whatever
win the
club
ball back so
signs
quickly.
Bernardo, they will have to
Their
pay
pressing has been excellent.
up to
They just
70
haven't
mil.
stopped working. It's
Oh,
been a
pay up
fantastic
70
performance
mil.
up to now.
First of all, I hope you mean
Passes around,
pounds.
almost waiting for the
And
opposition to make a mistake.
yeah, that's a fee that I would let him go for on the basis
Mendy.
of, hey, I know you wanted to leave for a while, so this is the compromise I'm willing to go to,
Here's Carvajal.
with keeping in consideration that you are a quality player. Bro,
Mendy.
I don't get why this guy isn't trying to play some football. Like, are you having fun right now leading 3-0 and just passing around your back line? This definitely can't be fun.
This is Kroos. Eder Militao.
This is not why you turned on FIFA today, bro. Like,
Here's Carvajal.
yeah.
Mendy.
Have your fun. Do your thing. You should versus me, but what country are you based in? I don't want to play with lag against you. I am currently playing from the US, so I'm not sure if that might be an issue for you. But like I said, I have
Given away by
smoke
Real
for
Madrid.
anyone who needs it. Multiple free samples.
Foden.
So I'm very open to have some games against anyone in the community if you guys are willing.
20 minutes to go. Getting forward.
And I also have a long-standing record that I should warn you guys. When I am using Manchester City and playing against Manchester City, my record is like 90% wins or 90-something% wins. Majority of the rest are draws, and I
After that
very rarely
fantastic
lose.
effort, it's
So
gone out for a throw-in.
just saying, I know my team and I know how to play against my team is all I'm saying. But let's see if you guys might have something to say about that if we were to play against each other. I know Veta Games is a friend that has expressed that he wishes to play before, but we haven't come around to that game as yet, and I told him the same thing. You're basically digging your own grave if you want to play against my Manchester City with Manchester City. I'm just not interested in playing this match anymore if he's not interested in trying to score another goal. So this is what I'm going to do. Goodbye, sir. Take your points. And I will save my time by starting the third and final match for the day. Phil Foden goes again and says, this FIFA opponent, those people are annoying. Why is man just passing out? Yeah, like, bro, it's 60 minutes in the game and this guy is already starting the time wasting tactics. Like, I hate playing against people like that. If I'm up 3-0, like, I might do the time wasting thing shamelessly, but only if it's like 2 minutes before the game ends and it's like seen over the line. But even if it's 5 minutes, I'm going for another goal. Even if I throw the match because I do that, but I play FIFA to have fun. I like scoring goals. I'm not here to just get to Division 3 and then move on forward. That's not fun for me. I want to enjoy the journey. It's not the destination. It's the journey. That's why I'm here documenting it. Phil Foden goes again and says, I'm from the UK, so my internet is good, but I don't know how it would cope abroad. Well, all I can say to that is we won't know unless we try. So if you do want to set it up, we definitely can set it up and arrange something. But we won't be able to do that today, and possibly maybe on another stream that you're able to stop by, I can like drop a link in the description for my Twitter or Instagram, whichever one you use, and we can arrange something there for you to come on. And if you have a PlayStation 4 or 5, I believe, we should be able to do a party chat so the audience can also hear you while we're playing. So we can definitely start something out for sure. But let's get into this last one for the day. What midfielder signings do I want? That is a tough question. I've thought about that for a minute now. The thing is with Kovacic, getting him in was, I already wanted a player like him from last season. And derby match, oh, I can't lose. Please do not make me like this. I cannot lose to these scumbags, especially not at the Etihad. I will not have it. I wanted a player like Kovacic, which is good rotational player. Might not start every game, but a comfortable option whenever he does play. So if he does start some games, I'm not worried. If he's coming off the bench, I'm not worried either. I know that he'll keep up his level. And I do think that we were a bit short on midfielders this season, you know, especially when Bernardo Silva was playing on the wing. It was just Gundogan and KDB in the midfield. And we already know Foden would cover for either the wing position. I know that Foden would either cover for the wing position or the midfield. More so the wing than the midfield. So I already wanted a player like Kovacic in. So the fact that Gundogan has left now, I don't think that's enough. As for who I would prefer to come in for him, I'm not sure. I like Xavi Simons, but I'm not sure if he's at the level to take up that serious of a role in the squad right now. So that's the thing. But I think Xavi Simons would fit City really well because he's a type of player who can play on the wing and he can also play in the midfield. So he's more in the mold of a Bernardo Silva than most players. And he can be on the wing and still drift inside into a more central position and still be very comfortable. So that's why I was looking at that as a signing that... Oh, I messed that up. I was looking at that as a signing that would definitely make a lot of sense for us. But in terms of what we need and the level that we're at right now, I'm not entirely sure if he's ready yet.
Well read to ease the pressure.
I also see a lot of talk about Gabri Vega, and I have similar reservations about him. So I would say is if we are going to get a Gabri Vega in the team, I would prefer just say, you know what, just get Xavi Simons, because I would say they're maybe around the same level. I don't know much about... Oh, he wasted that. You're not getting that chance again. I don't know that much about Vega, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's like a very similar level to a Xavi Simons. So I would feel more comfortable with that signing than a Vega, to be completely frank. Ooh! Oh, what a goal! He did not expect that right-footed shot. David De Gea stunned in the net. Brilliant goal. De Jong. Oh yes, De Jong. I think De Jong would be really good to replace Gundogan. I think he could do two of the three things that I really appreciate from Gundogan's game, which are going forward and scoring goals, dropping deep next to Rodri and helping out defensively, as well as being in the midfield, help us keep control of the game and maintain possession and pass accuracy, all of that good stuff. I think he could do that and drop deep next to Rodri, but I don't necessarily see him as someone coming up with big goals for us in crucial areas. But that's not necessarily what I would say a deal breaker for signing De Jong. I think he's a brilliant player who do really good things at Manchester City. I think he fits our system perfectly. But the wages that he's on, I don't think it's a feasible signing for us. Kimmich, similar, I think, but Kimmich is a player who I'm sure would require to start every game. I think he would be similar to Declan Rice, in which he would most likely take up that Stones position. Oh wow. I think he would most likely take up that Stones position, and Stones would probably take up that Akanji position on the right side, where he's back in that back three, which definitely improves our squad as well. But Bayern is not going to let go of Kimmich. I know the rumors are there, but I don't see it happening.
He
I definitely do not see them. And if they do, it can't be a good thing, because there must be something going on behind the scenes why they want to let go of a quality player like Kimmich. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure Kimmich is their captain as well. So I don't know. I don't see Kimmich being available. I messed that up.
Very alert defending to cut off the supply.
All right, let's stop playing around with this guy. Say that and then give him the ball back right away, like.
Great strong tackle, throw in forthcoming. Shaw. Well, just the tackle that was needed.
Watch it.
Well, as the stats confirm, City have controlled the ball, but it's been a frustrating performance from them so far. They just haven't had enough guile in the final third. It's all been a bit too predictable, which has to change if they want to win this one.
That's right, and priority number one here is to win the ball back. Must take the
How?
lead here. Can they
How
keep
did
it?
that ball get all the way through to Rashford?
Well, threat averted.
Woo! Ooh, dead! Dead boy!
Firing it in.
Yeah, I expected that to happen when I saw the angle he was about to get.
Teammates available, but nothing comes of it. And is he going to do it, Martial?
Nope.
Unable to get a
Nope,
body
nope,
in the
nope.
way.
Nope. I'm sorry.
Holland.
I can't lie, the lag for this match has been much better.
Foden. Losing possession a bit easily. This attack looks highly promising. Might jump in front.
Come on. Oh my god. Let's go. Come on. Just before halftime. Let's get something out of this.
Well, as you can see, he's first to react.
Okay, so Barella, I think Barella would be another one of those players I'm looking at like, yes, get this done. But two things with that. So if you look at Tonali to Newcastle, I would never expect this transfer to happen, because it's very rarely you see Italians, especially young Italians, leaving Syria to come to anywhere outside of Italy, to be real with you. So I could see this one as more realistic than a Tonali, and I know Tonali is actually happening, so that's automatically more realistic, but I wouldn't think that that was a possible transfer for Newcastle. Barella is at Inter. You know, Inter have their financial issues. They might need to sell players like him, but I could see them also selling other players and wanting to keep a player like him to still have strength in their squad. But Barella is a player I rate highly. Like, I saw that I was really watching Italy's national team intensely at the Euros. I think, when was that? 2020 or 2021. I saw the Italy team, and yo, they have some ballers in that squad. I would still sign Chiesa as a winger if Foden is permanently going to be in the midfield. But Barella, I think he could definitely be a player that Pep looks at, improves. I think he could definitely be a great replacement for Gundogan. I think he could even do the goal scoring side of things, because Pep could improve him to that part of his game, and he gets up to that level where he's making those runs and finishing it off. He's a player with a lot of great energy. He's technically brilliant, and his reading of the game and decision making I absolutely love. So I would like a signing like Barella as well. Milinkovic-Savic, I don't know. This is a player who has been linked to leaving Lazio for years. For years, to Spurs, to Arsenal, to City, to United, to Liverpool. Like, anyone who has ever needed a midfielder has been linked to Milinkovic-Savic. And I've just resolved myself to the fact that, you know what, he's probably not going to leave Italy. It's probably just not going to happen. And if it does, it's probably going to be when he's 30 something, and then, you know, looking for a new challenge or something like that. I don't know. I don't know why his name gets used in rumors so religiously, and then he just literally never moves. And then, you know, probably no one ever just made a bid for him, and then he just ends up signing a new deal, and the whole scenario just repeats itself, the whole cycle. So I don't know, but stylistically, I don't know much a lot about him. Anyways, I've never really properly watched him, so I can't say he's a player that I admire or know what he's bringing to Manchester City. But from what I hear about him stylistically, he's definitely a good player. More of an attacking midfielder than expecting defensive contribution from him, but nevertheless, he could be a brilliant addition to the squad. Oh my God. How did I not get to that ball? And I'm lagging again. Move.
With that, the attack fizzles out. Foden. De Bruyne. Oh, managing to beat him. Being egged on by
No, I messed that up. That was supposed to be the shot.
He could pick out a teammate. John Stones. Foden. And flag raised. Offside.
Man,
Well, that was always going to be
can't
offside.
catch a break.
Just needed to hold on to the ball that little bit longer.
Oh, and Phil Foden in the chat. If I'm skipping some of your comments, just bear with me, because I'm trying to focus on, you know, not losing focus for the match at the same time.
Martial. Goes towards that far post.
No way.
A perfect header.
No way him hit that from right there, so that is mad.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder. And then what a great finish as well. Good connection with the ball, leaving the keeper with little chance.
Give me a second. I'll get to those comments
What a
real
big
quick.
moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Foden.
No, that was not the pass. It paid off, but that was not the pass I was looking to make.
You've got to say. Can he find the right pass? Sancho. Marcus Rashford
No.
in position.
Yep.
Well, he failed to get it away properly. It's come off the keeper. Well, they can't quite
Stones.
take advantage in the end.
Back to KDB. Yes. Perfect. 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 Perfect.
Can he play it in?
Not perfect, but okay. Okay, so now you're doing all that. So now I have to break Sancho's leg just because of that.
Very quick thinking there. Well, not long to go here, and City find themselves behind in this one, Stuart.
Well, they're still in with a chance here, but can they produce one more big moment before the end? Mind you, this has been a really good game.
Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Will he play it in?
No.
Sancho. And how about that for a save? Well, they've won possession back. What can they do from here? Sancho.
Ha ha ha.
There might very well be late excitement. 5 minutes left, and the margin just 1. Oh, a smart save to keep them in.
That was a save. Well, I thought I was overhit.
Running out of time here.
We are running out of time.
There's a change for Manchester United. that ball comfortably. Shaw. Manchester United recovering possession.
Why is for every second ball we are one step too short? Why?
Well, they can keep
So
possession
now this play has to be perfect or else we lose.
Phil Foden. On to Silva. Chasing this game, Manchester City, with time running out. Mahrez. The supporters want to see him have a go.
Oh no! I mishit that. I mishit that.
Whistle, the big headline,
Ah.
City. What did you make of
Like
this?
just as I was about to kick, the defender just got one touch on it. So that was mad. Tonali was forced to leave his boyhood club. I know, I saw rumors about that. I heard he was crying when he heard because Milan needed the money, so they had to accept the bid. But I don't know, man. I'm not sure of the source that released that, so I'm not sure if I want to believe that, but at the same time, like, he didn't come up through AC Milan. I think he's only been there since 2021, if I'm not mistaken. They had bought him from another club where he came through their youth academy. So I don't know. That one's a bit shaky for me. But in terms of midfield targets, I haven't really been thinking about too much, to be real. I do know that Phil Foden will be playing games in the midfield next season, so I'm looking at that and saying, I'm gonna play one more, by the way. I'm looking at that and I'm saying that's definitely going to be a big plus for us, and we might only need to be looking at a winger. That's why I was thinking, maybe a Xavi. And Xavi Simons is a player who has good goal contributions for his club, albeit he's playing in Netherlands. So, that might not necessarily be the best gauge to use and say he's going to come here and light up the Premier League or slot in seamlessly into our squad, numbers wise, from what we need from a winger. But a player in that mold is what I'm looking at as what would be like an ideal winger for us. One who can do what Grealish does, do what Bernardo Silva does. Because, let's be real, that's the main reason why Mahrez hasn't been playing a lot of games this season. So I wouldn't want to get an out-and-out winger like a Mahrez who prefers to be on that in that wide area in 1v1 situations, and then they end up in a similar situation as Mahrez where they're not playing. So yeah, it's just one of those situations. But for out-and-out midfielders, Kovacic is a good start, and I would have kept Gundo, but you know how that went. If we had gotten Rice, I think that would have been a brilliant signing. Not that I think we need a player like Rice. I wouldn't necessarily target a player like Rice, but if he's available, then get him. Okay, I'm here talking and not fully setting myself up for victory here in this match.
In the center of the park, and providing the main goal-scoring threat today is Erling Haaland. Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out the danger. And the starting players for Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois begins in goal. David Alaba plays with Ferland Mendy in the fullback positions. Toni Kroos starts with Luka Modric in central midfield.
Bang! Oh my God, Foden! We will not get chances like that often. We need to score that.
It's a poor finish.
And he's going to be disappointed with that pass. Haaland. Tremendously strong in the tackle. Benzema. Could cross it in here. Can he convert? Easy meat for the goalkeeper. Well, if you're the opposing defender, you've really got to keep a weather eye.
But Phil Foden, I have a question for you actually. If we're talking about winger targets, who would you like to see us sign? That's my question to you. And anyone else watching in the chat, feel free to let me know your answer to that question as well, because I'm very curious what you guys are thinking.
Corner kick played in.
For me,
Not a header that was ever
I know
really
he's
going to
not
come
in the
to
mold of a
goalkeeper.
Bernardo Silva and a Grealish, but I would take
Plenty of
the
support
exception on Chiesa.
Look at Modric.
Because for me, that guy is a serious talent. I know a lot of people are saying that, you know, he's not been at his
And the
level since his
situation
last
could be
injury,
dangerous.
but
Terrific block.
from what I've seen from him since that injury, he still has it. Trust me, he definitely still has it.
Stones.
Maybe not to the same level right now,
On to
but he
Mahrez.
can get back to that level again.
It is advantage
Definitely how he's
Manchester
playing
City
right
here.
now. You know, a lot of people don't watch him and then say, you know, he's probably not taking the same risks as he was, but trust me, he is taking the same risks as he was. And he's still a brilliant player, but Juventus is also not in the best place right now, so you won't hear his name popping around as much as you normally would.
Real chance. And Kevin De Bruyne with the goal. And
Boop, boop, boop. Let's go. Rice at 105 mil is too overpriced. I wasn't too bothered if we sign him or not. Phillips stocks on a low to start investing. So first and foremost, I agree with the Rice comment. I definitely agree with the Rice comment. Especially for a player in the last year of his deal, I do not think he's worth £100 million. If he had like 3 years or 2 years, even 2 years left, I would have said, you know what? He's worth that, because it's the same thing with Grealish. And what I mean by that is the club and the level of the current club that he's at in terms of the rest of the Premier League, he's an invaluable player to them. So they wouldn't want to lose him under any circumstances. So you'd have to pay a fee like that to get them to let him go and allow him to leave and go to your club. So that's how I could justify that 100 million price tag. It's not necessarily the talent or quality of this player is here. It's just this is what he's worth to this club. So if you do want to get him out of there, this is what you need to pay. But let me look at the second half of what he said again, because I really don't remember.
Modric with options around him. Haaland.
Oh, you said Phillips stocks on a low, so start investing. My brother.
And a decent delivery.
Oh my God!
To begin with.
Oh my God! Yo! Yo! If that did go in first time, my God, that would have get clipped everywhere. Yo, Haaland. Haaland is different. Yeah, if anyone who knows me knows I'm a defender of Phillips. And let me tell you why. A lot of people think that it's just unfound, or it's just the happy-go-lucky, you know, everyone deserves a chance, ha ha ha. But to be honest with you, I don't necessarily have a reason to hope for Phillips to stay more than I'd much prefer he left after failing. He hasn't even gotten a chance to fail yet, and people are saying, oh, replace him. And if you actually look at it, rival fans always say, oh, Manchester City, they have so much money, that's why it's unfair. Even if they sign someone and they get it wrong, they could just put him on the bench and then sell him again for a loss and just replace him with somebody else, and it won't even matter to them. And that's the image that they have of us. And now we kind of are proving them right if we just push Phillips out the door and be like, oh, it didn't work for 1 year, so let's just get rid of him and get somebody else. And I will have a special video for Phillips where I will be sharing my thoughts on why he deserves another chance. And if he does fail at his other chance, then I would say get rid of him. But I would love to see him fail first and then get him out the door, rather than say, oh, you didn't play, you didn't get a chance to fail, so you shouldn't be here. If Pep doesn't trust him, that's one thing, but I don't know if Pep trusts him. He's never said anything negative about Phillips, rather than his fitness isn't at the required level after coming back from the World Cup. After that, nothing. So And there are a lot of other factors that people are tending to ignore regarding the situation. So I just want to be fair with all the players in our squad. Like, I've seen enough of Sergio Gomez to where I would say I don't think he's Manchester City level right now. I haven't seen enough of Phillips to say that. So I'm not going to just say, oh, get rid of him because I haven't seen it. That's just where I stand on it. So my Phillips stocks are definitely well banked. My ideal transfer window would be Vardial, a fast winger. My options are Sane, Leao, Chiesa. Tierney for left back option, then Barella. This is if Gundo, Laporte, Cancelo leave. So I love the signing of Vardial personally. I hope that happens, and I do think Laporte will leave. If there was some situation where Laporte could stay, I wouldn't necessarily be mad at it, but honestly speaking, I don't see it happening. Really and truly, like, he's given us so much. He's not favored in the system, and personally, I don't think he's as good in the system. I think he much prefers to be in a back four. But if we were to get,
so the ball rolling again.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if we'll be going back to a back four formation. I think it's more likely that we see a front two next season than we see a back four. So it's kind of sticky to see where Laporte fits in, but I do know that he's much better playing left-sided centre back in a back four than he is playing left side of a back three. That should be a red. That should be a red. That should be a red. That should be the reddest card possible.
That was always going to be a booking.
No problems at all for the keeper.
But yeah, Cancelo, for me, he's basically already gone. Because if he's not getting sold, he's going back out on loan. So I'm not counting Cancelo amongst plans in my head. But let it be said that I do definitely appreciate all that he's done for Manchester City, and he's been one of my favorite players to watch over the last few seasons that he's been here, bar his first season. The first season was pretty bad. But after that, and he's one of the players who I really liked at Juventus as well. So after that, he's been absolutely brilliant, scintillating to watch. And I will never ever forget that. Not even if he does leave on a sour note like what he's seeming to be doing. But yeah, with all that said, nah, get him out of the club. If he's not good for the culture, I'm still standing by the fact that no player is bigger than the club. And if you're acting like you're bigger than the club, then you do not have a place here, because this is a team that we're building. Leao, personally, I think Leao is a bit overrated. I think he's good, but for the fee that AC Milan would be asking for him, and I did the whole thing about what he's worth to the specific club and all that, but I don't see Leao as a player that fits our current system. I thought that was in. I don't see Rafael Leao as a player who fits our current system. So I don't know if he's a target that Pep is looking at and saying go and get him. And I think it's the same for Sane. If he does come back, which I kind of do want him to come back, because it's similar to Cancelo, where he's one of those players who I really enjoyed watching. But he also doesn't fit this current system, so I don't necessarily see why we go and get him back. More than, we've missed him, so just do it.
Oh, that's textbook goalkeeping. So the corner played into the box.
Ooh, that was close. That was close.
Corner given.
Yeah, I didn't want him to be included in the Rice deal either. It just seemed like an easy option for people saying, oh, and the thing is, with this season, it wasn't expected for Roger to play this much. Let me just go into a small piece of what I would be saying in that Phillips video. But if you look at it, CDM is like one of the most important positions in our current system and to Pep in general. So Pep isn't going to put you into CDM if he feels like you're even slightly behind the pace. And he's been injured since August. He got injured in August, less than a month before the since the season started, and then he wasn't available until January. So, because that he went to the World Cup immediately after recovering from his surgery and all that, and then he didn't play at the World Cup, so he has no minutes in his legs in January. And it seems like everyone forgot where we were in January. We were struggling for form. Our midfielders weren't playing very well when we had our best team out. So why would we then rotate and say, oh, we know you aren't one of our best players on paper anyway, and we aren't playing good right now, we're in bad form, so go ahead and play. That doesn't make any sense. Pep is going to stick with the best possible team, and then if we get a good string of results, then we look to rotate. And by the time we had our good string of results after that Spurs game and the Chargers and all that in like February, we are looking to build momentum. Again, you don't switch up your best 11 when you're trying to build momentum that you just got. So there wasn't really a key opportunity to put Phillips in the team than, you know, the FA Cup semi-final. And that is one game I was looking at and saying Pep should have played Phillips here. Why he didn't play him, I don't know. I think that if you wanted to trust him and give him a chance, if it's even start him and then see if you wanted him to see out the rest of the game, I think that was the game to do it. Oh, Haaland pulled his hamstring. He scored and pulled his hamstring. That's mad. Yeah, I think that Sheffield United semi-final game was the one to do it, and or the Burnley game before that. But since he didn't, it just told me that, you know, and this is late in the season, March, April parts of the season, so it's again understandable why you wouldn't necessarily want to mess with the team at this late stage. But that's just my thoughts on why we wouldn't have seen more game time from him. But people just put it down to the fact that, oh, Pep must not trust him then if he's not playing, so just get rid of him because it's no point if Pep doesn't trust him. I think Pep is very willing to trust him if Phillips can show that he can be trusted. So next season he needs to be on his absolute best game. Like people talk about P's and Q's, Phillips needs to be hitting all the marks next season if he wants to give himself the best opportunity. And if he's not doing that or even trying to do that, then no, get rid of him even in January. Because all I'm saying, I'm not saying fully keep Phillips, I'm saying give him a chance, and he needs to do his part in giving himself a chance. Can we get one more before the game ends?
Phil Foden now might be able to set up the chance.
Oh.
Saved by the keeper.
Alright, we still have time.
Riyad Mahrez. And he has options available. Well, that's how to beat your opponent. Rodri. Just the challenge that was required. Could be a chance to break here. All in all, a broken counter-attack.
Yep, 4-0. I'll take it though. I'll definitely take it. Is this the only match we... Yeah, this is the only match we won today. That kind of sucks, but I'll take it. I'm always up for a win. I'm always up to see a Erling Haaland hat-trick. You don't know the thing go. And let's see what's going on in the comments again. Phil Foden says, I want fast winger because I feel like City are too predictable on the wing. According to Big Steve, he spoke to Phillips and he wants a point to prove. And that is what look, before I go, I just want to say this. If you look at players like Grealish, look at Grealish last season. We won the league with him. He lifted the Premier League trophy. That was his first top flight trophy. I'm not sure if he won the championship with Villa, but that was his first like major trophy, right? So
for a
he
timing
won
and
that, and he
similar
didn't
view that
play a
it's done.
big part in
Now
that
can they make
season,
something happen?
and he knows he's going to be here next year. So on his agenda, he's like, all right, it's similar to the Champions League. It's like, I got the trophy out of the way now. Now can I go on and like play an active role in this team? So cause at the end, at that point, he doesn't really have much to lose. Phillips just won a treble, so he's coming into the season now like, I've lifted trophies already. When I retire, this will always be on my resume. Like, I achieved this as a part of this team, right? But what would mean even more to him is if he was to go on and win a treble while being a very important part in this team. Because let's be real, he wasn't a very important part in the team last season. So he's looking now at, or he should be looking now at, how can he get to that point of being a very important player in the team who goes on to win whatever we do win next season. So that's what Grealish did for last season. I think he definitely came into the season like, I want to prove myself that I can win trophies as an important player here. And even though Phillips might not be thinking he's coming in to be number one, he can definitely come in and do a lot more than what he was able to do last season. So I expect to see a lot of fight from him, a lot of hard work, and I do know that he has now a year's worth of experience playing under Pep Guardiola, playing next to or training next to Kevin De Bruyne, training next to a Gundogan who won't be here anymore, training next to a Grealish and a Bernardo Silva and a Phil Foden. So if he's now like understanding the system, which Big Steve did say that Haaland also told him that, you know, he spoke to Phillips is doing well in training and he's getting it. It just, when he gets his opportunity and with time, he'll show everyone that he's improving. So if that is anything to go by, and I believe Big Steve and I believe Haaland, so we should be looking at a different Calvin Phillips next season. And everyone's written him off just like how they wrote off Grealish last season. I'm not. I'm definitely not. I'm backing all of my players, and if anyone who is a member of the first team, well, anyone who is a Manchester City player, let me say that, in this upcoming season, I will be defending them with everything I have. So I'm not here to just say, oh, you didn't do it before, so let's not even just give him the chance. I don't subscribe to that. Yep, I do think he'll be coming in early for preseason, and he should be. He should do, because that's showing Pep and the public and his teammates that he's serious and he's committed to the team. And even if he doesn't come back early and he comes back on time, I'm not looking at that as like, oh, that's a red flag and that's not good. Because even now, I expect him to be putting in personal work before preseason to get himself ahead of everyone else in the squad. That's the type of stuff you need to do when you're behind. That's the type of stuff you need to do when you're ahead so you can stay ahead. So I expect him to be doing all this stuff. And if he does come back to preseason on time rather than early, I think he'll definitely come in with like some good energy and confidence to say, you know what, I'm ready now. If he comes back late though, that's where I'm looking. That's a red flag for me. I'm saying, you know what, no, that's not a good start and that's not a good sign. But if he's at least on time, that's good. If he's early, that's great. That's how I'm looking at it. He didn't have confidence in himself. I would definitely believe he didn't play like he had confidence. I saw how he played with tenacity at Leeds. I didn't see that same tenacity at City. He seemed a bit confused in terms of like he just was trying his best not to make any mistakes. And I'm an athlete myself, so I completely understand that sentiment. But at the end of the day, like, you're a professional player, so I want to see that egoism, that positive egoism and confidence from you while you're on the pitch. And I think he's gonna have that now because again he's gotten the trophies off his back and he's gotten a year under his belt. And he should know that his future is on the line as well. In the first season, I don't think there was much pressure on him, especially since he had his excuses of his injuries and all of that stuff. I think there was more pressure on him towards the end of the season, and without minutes in its legs, I could see how the confidence and all that just not a good combination for him. But this season, if he's starting from the start, his shoulder issue should be fine because he's finally done that surgery after years of needing to do the surgery. So he shouldn't have any excuses coming into the season. He shouldn't have any foreseeable long-term injuries early on in the season. So I should, especially in preseason, I'm looking to see him do great things. I need to see good, really good performances from him in preseason so that he's going into the actual season with confidence. Our first 10 games in the Premier League, they aren't massively difficult. So, with all due respect to the teams we're playing, but in terms of like big six teams, I think there might be one, if any. I need to check it again, but if there are any big six teams, it's only one. Otherwise, like I do think there are opportunities in there for Phillips to start games, if not get a lot of minutes coming off the bench and like opportunities to prove himself. So I know what I'm expecting to see from him. The step up from Leeds to City requires time. As much as Bielsa shares a few sentiments of Pep, I know Pep said before that he was a bit inspired by Bielsa. As much as that might be the case, Manchester City and Bielsa's Leeds didn't play necessarily the same style of football. He liked possession, but that was pretty much it. Possession and pressing intensity were probably the only two things that both teams had in common. So, playing under Pep Guardiola, any player will tell you it's a completely different complex to playing under any manager. And then moving on to Pep Guardiola, because that man's brain is so complicated and finely detailed in terms of how he sets up his systems. So you see that with any player struggling in their first year. So it's not something I'm looking at and saying, oh, I'm so surprised that he left Leeds and came to City and didn't have a good first year. And I know that sometimes it's a bit cliche and it seems like a cop out, and people just say this anytime someone comes in and are not playing well, but I think this is a circumstance where you don't look at Phillips and say he can't play the system. I don't think it's proven that he can't play it yet, so I'm willing to give him the time to do it. But that being said, it's been a good stream and we got a lot of good games in. It was kind of dampened by the lag. It's kind of unfortunate, but there's not really much I can do about that personally. I had my Wi-Fi fixed, what was that, yesterday or the day before? So, yeah, it's just one of those days. And that last match, I don't even remember lagging throughout that last match. And the match before against United, that had minimal lag. It's just the one before that it was just completely unplayable. I don't know what was going on. But thanks for everybody who did stop by. I do remember seeing Patrick True City fan comment, big up yourself, my bro, and also Phil Ford, and I do appreciate both of you guys coming through. And I'm planning to do another stream this Saturday where might have a guest here. That's all I'm gonna release. We might have a guest here, and I will put in the community tab the time that I'm aiming for as soon as I get that confirmed with them, if they can make it on Saturday first and foremost. But definitely stay tuned because I do have a lot of stuff I want to see come through. And if you have the opportunity to share this stream with any blues in any group chats you might have, definitely do that as well, because I do really want to get to 70 subscribers next month. It's next month is also my birthday month, so that would be a massive birthday gift to get me to 70 subscribers, and that would definitely show me that 100 is in reach for the end of the year. So I would love to see that happen. But thanks for everyone who was able to come by. Thanks for everyone who hit that like button, and thanks for everyone who subscribed through the stream. I'm not sure if we had any subscribers added through the stream, but nevertheless, if you are watching this on the replay, you can still leave a like and you can still subscribe, and you can also leave me comments on the actual video as well, because I will reply to those. So yeah, thanks for everybody who did stop through. Big up, brother. Have a good evening, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you. And I hope to see you again on the next one. Have a good evening yourself. And like I said, hopefully we can set up a stream where me and you are playing against each other in the foreseeable future. Possibly, most likely next month if all goes well. So we'll see about all of that. But yeah, until next time, and peace.